the bottom. Ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
Hey, what is the goddamn deal? This is Brothas N Bets, and I am Marley Bets, and I'm joined today by the homie. It's the 100 plus official no cap bets. What's up,
sir.
dog? I'm glad to have you in the building. What's going on, my guy? How you doing?
I'm good, man. It's a beautiful day in Toronto. I don't know if you heard about it, but we just got rid of Nick Nurse. You know what I'm saying? We're about to get.
I did.
Yeah. Ime Udoka up next. Hide your wife in Toronto. You know what I'm saying?
Did they? That's what you're hoping for. Or they didn't say that, right?
That's our candidate. That's our go-to guy. There's been rumors for the last 4 weeks, even when we were in the plan. So I'm happy about it, man. It's a great time. It's a great time to be a Raptor fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be a good look. That would be a good look.
We need that. We need that edge. That edge over Boston.
He brought you out the first chip.
Yeah.
He's been good. They had a rough last year or two, but he's been good.
We got to find a way to get over the hump. You know, we got Boston, we got Philly. It's a tough division.
That's true. That is true.
Any edge we could get, we're gonna take it.
How you been doing in these playoffs so far?
I mean, it's been up, it's been down for me. You know what I'm saying? Especially man, it was really hard to kind of gauge these Clippers, especially with Kawhi going out. That ruined me. You know what I'm saying? The plan's been great. I don't know what to make of these Suns. I'll be real with you. And I wasn't shocked by the Lakers, except for when they had Ja. I thought they should have handled business. So really unpredictable.
Both on that one. I'm right there with you, up and down. Yes, thankfully yesterday was an up day. The Laker game with Ja against Ja, that cost me because I was all over that with the Lakers. I'm thinking it's foot on your neck day. No Ja's. Let's get them out the way. But yeah, that one lost me. Other than that, I think I don't have a feel for the Denver. We'll talk about that in a second. The Denver Timberwolves.
I'm sure we will. Yeah.
I've been all right on that one, but for the most part, I think I'm good. I've definitely been good with this game. We're about to start right here. It's the first game on the docket. It's about to tip off here in a second. Yeah. I've called both of these games thus far correctly, and let's see if we can keep it going. So we got the Cavs. We got the first game in the Garden. We got the Knicks. The line is at -2. The total is at 211.5. Obviously, since the playoffs, we haven't been doing all the actual factuals because none of that shit matters. It's all about the playoffs. It's all about what the fuck is going on now.
Big facts.
What have you done for me lately? Right. So, for me personally, this is how I've been playing this series. I took the Knicks plus the points in the first game. I didn't necessarily think they were going to win outright, but once the first quarter started, I did jump on them live.
Right.
And catch that line. So, second game felt like it was a Cavs or nothing play. Felt like you got to be Cavs or nothing in game 2. Desperation had to come out, took the Cavs, and now we're back right here. I'm at the Knicks, man. I'm money line in the Garden at the crib. The role player for the Cavs aren't going to play as good as they played in game 2. Yes, you still have Donovan Mitchell. I don't know if that team has enough to beat this Knicks team. I honestly think the Knicks team is just a better team in general. And I love Mitchell. I like Garland. I like the big guy, the rookie. Well, he's not a rookie. He was a rookie last year. I can't think of his name. It's
Mobley.
Love Mobley, but I don't expect none of that shit to travel as well and them to play as good as they did in New York. I think the Garden is going to be fucking rocking. I love what Jalen Brunson has done since he's been with that team. He is the unquestioned leader. I like the way he plays. He is tough. He's the general of that team. I think it's unquestioned. And RJ Barrett hasn't even started doing shit yet.
Right.
And they can't handle. I expect him to play better. Quickly's going to play better. Remember the others, as Shaquille calls them, they're going to play better tonight. Whereas Cavs others are not. So I don't think this is a desperation game for the Cavs yet. I think next game will get their best punch, but I think this is Knicks Knicks are nothing for me. Knicks are dying. I'm on the Knicks. I money line that thing. When it's 2 and under shit like that, I don't fuck around with that shit. I just money line that shit.
Hey, I feel you. Like, and you know what's crazy? When I was looking at this line, I kind of was wondering, I'm like, why is it an expectation that this game is gonna be so tight?
I looked at that. I thought about that too. I did, because it feels like it shouldn't be 2.
And I know you've gotten a lot of philosophies, man. Like, I learned so much actually just from football. You guys gave me some game. But one old rhetoric I've heard is that when you get like 3 points is always an even team with the home court advantage. I've always that was kind of like my early 101 on home court advantages. You give 3 points to the team.
Right.
If they're even strength, home court is 3 points. So with the Cavs, it almost is perceived with the Knicks line being at 2 as them as a favorite that the Cavs are actually the better team. And then there's a little bit of home court advantage coming into play. So funny, when I took a look at the history between these two teams, the Knicks had actually won 4 straight headed into game 2, going back into the regular season. So it appears that the Knicks actually have the Cavs number. But I think snapping that 4-game win streak was an advantage to the Cavs. And, I hate to say it, Marley, because we haven't linked up in a minute, but I'm on the other side on this one. You know what I'm saying? Because seeing
it's all, it's all good over here, dog.
It's family. I'm gonna be happy when you win regardless. It's a win for the team.
Man.
Like, what we do on this show is let's just beat Vegas. We don't gotta beat each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes.
Now, some of my intel is telling me you got the Knicks, who've definitely won 4 out of the last 5. When you do the math, my name's Plus. I might as well do some math here. But the only negative that I see in all of that is each of those 4 wins came as a dog. So this is like the first time, and I want to say like over a year, that the Knicks have actually been favored over the Cavs. And sometimes, man, I'm not even going to say sometimes. I'm going to say the last 2 decades, the lights have been too bright at home for the New York Knicks. And I don't think Jalen Brunson can save them. The jig is up. Everybody knows what this guy packs. It's not like last year where you're like, oh, who's this guy? Nah, they're going to focus a lot of attention on getting the ball out of Jalen Brunson's hands. Like you said, RJ Barrett is going to have to step up. And in times like these, you saw it in the Atlanta Hawks series, you might see it again. I just think the lights are too bright in Madison Square Garden to go ahead and take the Knicks on this one. I do see it coming down to the wire. But, man, you're going to ask me who the most clutch player on the floor is. I would tell you Jalen Brunson, but you got a guy, Donovan Mitchell, on the other end who might make something happen.
I can't disagree with that.
Yeah, and you know what? Taking the Cavs does come with its fair bit of skepticism. They're 3-13 straight up and 6-10 against the spread as away underdogs. But like I said, I've seen it so many times in the playoffs, even since I was a kid, man. Knicks are some real choke artists. You're going to have Spike Lee in there. He might just say the wrong thing, piss off the wrong person. We got Reggie Miller all over again.
So I feel you. I'm not saying the Knicks the series won't be won today.
Right.
So I'm not necessarily worried about this being the game they'll choke, because if they choke, I don't think this is like a big pressure game.
Right.
This isn't game 5, it's 2-2. This isn't game 7 games. It's game 3, and we're sitting comfortably. So they're playing relaxed. But I agree with you. They got a guy named Mitchell. He can score 50. So, and he's from New York. So, it's a bit of a homecoming. I get it. But I just think that energy in that crowd. What up, Dave? What's going down, nerd? Y'all boys check out the home picks from Dave and the rest of the nerds on his channel.
Yeah.
Love, that's my guy right there. Dave.
Shout out to Dave. Man,
he says Cavs in the under. He with you. Dave says Cavs in the under. I just think it's the first game in the Garden. Too much energy, too much shit that's gonna be feeding that team. All they gotta do is play halfway decent. And like I said, role players, others play better at home. So
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I think that's gonna be the best watch of the night. One more little intel to sprinkle, you know what I'm saying? Since 2020, no team in the playoffs has been worse than the Knicks against the spread, 2-5 in their last 7 games since 2020. So something to take a look at.
Nice.
Yeah. But I mean, you know what? If I catch them down, if I catch the Knicks down 10 or something like that, and I can get them as a dog, you know,
right.
Just like how I like my ladies, I might go both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Shout out to wifey, not her though, not her. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
You talking about back in the day?
Let's keep it moving.
Let's get it. Yeah, exactly. Perfect segue right there, Marley. My dog.
Let's keep it moving, man.
Right? Yeah.
We get nobody in trouble on Brothas N Bets out here, man.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, we gotta protect the brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Man, keep in mind, you know, black men don't cheat anyway.
Big
got
facts.
the Celtics. They're going on the road, taking that show on the road to take on the Hawks. The line's at +6. When you're looking at a total of 228, the Hawks has pretty much dominated the matchup thus far in this series. Obviously, we looking at a 2-7. Jason Tatum's unbelievable. You know, last game was 119 to 106. The first game was 112 to 99. Hopefully, Atlanta can get a little bit of home cooking, maybe a chance to rest in a bed close. For me, and shout out to the homie Nasty Nate. And I know it's gonna affect he's from Boston. He was on the show yesterday. He gave us that Suns second quarter look yesterday that cashed for everybody that was in the group. Or saw me talking about it. He is a huge Boston fan. And so in saying that, I say this: give me the Celtics on the second quarter. Yeah. I like the Celtics in the second quarter. And the thought process behind that is this. All right, first game at home. I told everybody knows I'm a big energy guy. That's where I got the hoodoo play from, all that good stuff. Believe the crowd feeds the players, yada, yada, yada. So that's going to happen. They're going to come out hot, probably, keeping the game a lot closer than probably it's been, maybe even blow them out in the first quarter. But that second quarter, where shit has settled down a little bit, crowd is not as ruckus as it was. Now we're just playing basketball. Boston Celtics is the hands down better team. I expect that to show in the second quarter. So I am going to be on the second quarter. The Celtics, the line is at -1. And I am all over that motherfucker. That is my play for this game right here.
That right there was a slapper. I'm going to tail it right. Like as soon as we get off, I got to punch that one in. I make sure I get that one down for sure. For me, it's going to be,
I love it.
No question. For me, it's going to be the Atlanta Hawks +6. They call me point spread plus for a reason. And I see this one. Shout out to Shaq. I'm going to hit him with the you know what I'm saying? And I need the Atlanta Hawks. I need Atlanta Hawks to channel the energy. I need 2 Chainz. I need Gucci. I need Jeezy. I need everybody.
All the rappers to come out. Yeah.
I need the Spirit of Takeoff. You know what I'm saying? Like we need everybody in the building. Jermaine Dupri. We'll take it all the way back there. You know what I'm saying? All we need is something similar to like what happened in the Clippers game. They jump out early, just like how you said. Boston asserts their dominance, and then it's a little bit of cat and mouse. I expect Atlanta Hawks to creep through the back door. Little goody mob, who's that creeping in my window? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, this is a different team. This is not Nate McMillan's team. This is Quinn Snyder's team. He seems to kind of have them rallied up. I don't think it's enough to get them a win. I don't really believe in Quinn Snyder in the playoffs. So I'll be real with you. I think it's going to be a broom thing. You know what I'm saying? Get the Swiffer out, make it quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This one might be 4-1, 4-0, you know, gentleman sweep at 4-1 at best. But I do see them leaving it all out there on the floor. Last time Atlanta even covered a game against the Celtics was like January 2022. But although they look messy right now, I just feel like the energy from the home floor is going to keep them in the game. No, will they win? Probably not. So I'm going to probably be looking to play this live as well. If I catch them down double digits, I'm going to, you know, pretty much hit it as much as I can. But what really perplexed me is like, why is this line not higher? Considering that Boston was, I saw 7.5, a couple times with Phoenix and the Clippers. And so this one I feel like should be a little higher. I feel like it's a little bit of a trap, but because I do not trust Quinn Snyder, there's no money line thing going on. I can see him coming through the back door, little 5.4 point loss.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think they can win this game. Can they cover? Can the energy from the crowd keep them in this game? Obviously, like I said earlier, the role players are gonna play better. You expect. The only thing is, I don't necessarily expect the Celtics role players to necessarily play worse. Maybe a little bit, but they're veteran guys. Like
Brogdon, you're not lying. Yeah,
it's not like them being on the road is gonna scare them. You know what I'm saying? They got loftier expectations to get to the finals. So like them being on the road is not as much of a deal as like Memphis being on the road because they're a young ass team.
Yeah.
So but do you expect the Hawks to play better? Yeah, we expect a better Trae Young. We expect a better Murray. I can't think of Buddy's name.
Capella.
Capella. But I mean, their better is still not good enough to beat the Celtics, and that's the problem.
They'll be playing catch up for the most of the game, in my opinion.
Right. Could they get a back door? Yeah. I agree with you. I agree. It's possible. It's definitely possible. And they can sneak one out, like you said. It could be a gentleman's sweep. It's possible.
Yeah,
I won't disagree with it. All right, my brother. This is the only series that I've gotten wrong on the side.
Oh man, you and everybody.
And I'll tell you why. Because I'm not a believer in I wasn't a believer in the Nuggets. I can't necessarily. They're making me a believer because they playing the T-Wolves, and I'm like, it's the T-Wolves, so I have to see them beat somebody else.
Right.
But I did like the Nuggets in that bubble series. At least I fell in love with Murray when Murray and Mitchell was going back and forth. It was just like, oh my God. But this is Jokic's team.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I had to see it. Now I have been hitting the total, or at least I'm 1-1 with the total. I've taken the over twice. The first game, Minnesota fucking didn't show up at all. And they just got smacked around. I took the 8 last game that they had, and they still lost by like 3. I mean, like 11, like 3 more off the total. But I hit the total. I'm going back to the total again.
Nice.
I like the over again. I expect Minnesota's offense play a little bit better. Neither one of these teams want to play defense, in my estimation. They hate playing defense, so we're not going to get a defensive game. It's just no matter how far how efficient the offense is going to be. Cat and them will shoot better. He won't do the 11 points he had in the first game. I don't expect that. I think we might get an explosion from either Cat or Anthony Edwards tonight. One of them will go off tonight. Jokic is going to be Jokic. Clearly, they can't stop him. I think they got to decide: we're going to let Jokic score, or we're going to let Jokic facilitate. We can't let him do both. You can't let him score and facilitate. So they got to figure that. I guess what the fuck is Rudy Gobert for? Like Jesus Christ, just fucking asking you to do one. I'm not even asking you to stop him. Just like only allow him to do one thing. Like, can you smoke? God, what are you here for?
Punch some teammates, apparently, just to fight. You know what I'm saying?
God damn it. I like the over 225, though. And you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna make this official, but I'm taking it. I'll let Cap, you tell me if y'all should make this official. Tell me how you like this. I'm gonna use the same philosophy I did with Boston. I think I like the Nuggets second quarter. I think I like the better team on the road. After the haymaker is thrown first quarter, after the energy, all that shit settle down, the better team should show itself in that next quarter. I like that. I'm gonna keep sticking with it till it fails me. I like the Nuggets second quarter, and I like the over here. I think at the end of the day, maybe my even though I wasn't sure about the Nuggets, talent for talent, they're the better team.
Right.
At the end of the day, overall talent, top to bottom, they're the better team. And 2 might be a gift, but I'm gonna stay off for the full game. I'm gonna take the Nuggets second quarter, and then I'm gonna also take the over 225. and that second quarter line is minus half a point. So we just got to win.
I like it. I like it. For me, this one's pretty simple. You nailed it when you said like, what is Gobert doing? This is that time of year where it makes no sense to have him on your team. He's the reason why Utah got broken up. He just gets exposed at this time of year, and there's no need. So if I'm the Minnesota coaching staff, I'm paying attention to that. I'm going to limit his minutes, and I'm going to let these other guys go off. Specifically, Ant. I need 40 from Ant, and I'm taking the Minnesota Timberwolves money line because I believe it's his night to do it. You're not going to get any production out of Cat. You can clearly tell he's frustrated, but they do have the home crowd. This is my prediction for a gentleman's sweep for sure, and this is going to be the one win that the Timberwolves get. They're great in the home underdog spot. In fact, I think they're actually a top 5 team in the home underdog spot throughout the year. They're 10-6 straight up in that spot. And you're giving me such a short number, 11-5 against the spread. Watching that last game, I actually had a lot of belief in Minnesota finally. You know what I'm saying? And just like how you said, it's hard to believe in Denver, but when you look at them as a roster, they are just built like a thoroughbred. Jamal, Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Jokic, Brown, KCP. I think even Austin, like they got so many dudes. It's just like it just keeps going. So they're built for another round, but I do think this is that one time they could put their foot off the gas. It's going to take time. You got to also take in the Timberwolves have been playing in altitude this whole time, so it's going to be great for them to come home, get their bearings. They're going to be able to run 48 minutes this time, and now they know exactly what they're up against. This is pretty much their elimination game. They go down 3-0. It's a wrap for them. I don't expect them to win 2 in a row, but I do expect them to show out, and especially a guy like Ant, knowing that Cat's going to be struggling. You're not going to get a lot of production out of him. I expect for the Minnesota coaching staff to kind of go smaller this time around. Leave Gobert on the bench. He's, like you said, he's not doing enough for you. So if those coaching adjustments are made, hey, Minnesota still covered 5 out of the last 7 games, headed into this thing. They just dropped these 2, and I think they had a chance. They could have slipped through the back door in game 2. But like
that's
I said,
they ended the season playing good.
Right? I think that altitude really got to them, and they ended up getting gassed really late in that game too. So I'm excited to see what once they get back to level ground or whatever it is, above sea level, wherever they are. Once they just get to regular breathing, I don't know. I've never really been in the altitude like that, but I assume it's like running on a treadmill with them gas masks. I see that at the gym, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? So I know it's gassing them.
Right. Yeah. You know what? I didn't even take that into effect when I was betting that game. I didn't even think about the altitude. That's crazy. I normally remember that in Denver.
Right.
That's insane. All right, man. Well, that wraps up the playoff schedule. We'll be back. Won't be back tomorrow. I got track all day, but we do Sunday. I have LJ on the show. No cap, you're always more than welcome, man. If you're not doing nothing Sunday, we shoot the Sunday show about noon.
Okay, that's what's up.
Noon our time. Just hit me up. We'll have LJ. Quick recap right there. The homie No Cap. He's all on dogs. Caps +2. All dogs. He right. All dogs. It's a dog day. Hawks +6. T-Wolves on the money line. And for your boy, I'm all over here. I got the Knicks on the money line. I threw that Knicks first half in there, but that's not official. That's just because I'm betting that shit. So Celtics second quarter -1. That, my people, is your hoodoo play of the day. Believe in the hoodoo. Hoodoo play is 2-1 in the playoffs so far. Nuggets second quarter -0.5 point. I'm also on the over 222.5 in that same game. Mr. Plus, tell the people where they can find you at.
official No Cap Bets on Instagram, TikTok. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, No Cap Bets. But hey, I'm right here always trying to sneak in, do a little recurring guest. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like Brother Man from the Fifth Flow. You know what I'm saying?
Always more than welcome, even though we kick you out sometime. Brother Man, always come back.
That's what's up. Hey, appreciate you having me, Marley.
Goddamn refrigerator making a goddamn sandwich.
You know it.
Flow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Fifth Flow. Yeah.
Y'all already know what it is, man. Hey, this is Brothas N Bets. I am Marley Bets, and like yesterday, because I whipped their ass yesterday, and like today,
yep,
we gonna beat their ass up again today. Hey, take that Tank tomorrow by knockout. He gonna knock out Ryan Garcia.
Ooh, I can't wait for that one, boy.
Tank tomorrow on the knockout. And like tomorrow, y'all already know what it is, man. Let's beat Vegas. And we out this motherfucker.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay.